Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Molly from Bell Farms. If you're new to the channel, we are potato and corn farmers. So today we are going to talk a little bit about the potato storage building. There's been a lot of questions about how we store the potatoes and the temperature and what those gray culverts are for. So we're going to go into the pile and I'm going to show you guys where we're at right now. And then we're going to go around the building and we're going to do a little tour through what we call the plenum. And we will explain how the potato storage works. All right, Shane, come on over here. Okay, so as far as this pile goes, how much potatoes would you say is in here right now?
Right now, probably 12 to 14 trail loads left.
What that means is, we're talking about the medium-sized potatoes that we pack for Market Basket. And when we pack a load of those, we're also going to get several pallets of the chef potatoes and then the little small potatoes to go with it. So just to kind of give an idea of how big this building is and how much potatoes it stores.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably 2/3 through.
2/3 through, okay, all right. So this is pretty good. I think last year at this time, we actually were, two, maybe 3 air ducts closer to the building?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
20 feet or so less, maybe more.
The culverts. So a lot of people had a lot of questions about these and they saw us putting these down on the ground while potatoes were going into storage. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go actually behind the building here. And this area here where you see all these holes in the wall, this is where the culverts are laid in. So behind this cement wall is what we call the plenum. So we're going to show you guys the plenum, and that is how the temperature and the humidity is controlled and moved through these culverts into the pile.
One of the things that doesn't get mentioned and paid attention to on things is, like, for example, this is where the air ducts stick in the concrete, and it has a slight taper, so the tubes fit in there nice and tight. And if you see, there's little keyways cut out or in the concrete, so the water drains out. Like, this building will not get any water on the floor. Just the concrete work is phenomenal, and you'll see more of that when we go in there.
All right, guys, so we're gonna walk back through the cooler and then around the building to where we have the control room. And the control room is a control room that is where the panel is for dehumidicell and what do you call that?
The fans and...
Is it like a fan house?
It's a control room.
Okay, control room.
Don't slip or fall.
It's very icy. You can see the building there. I should say Quonset that we are working on. And we're gonna go over here. All right, so can you tell everybody what this is?
So first thing first, this is the fresh air intake. This building has no heat in it. It maintains its temperature by using the outside air. If the outside air is closer to what the target temperature is than what it's at, then it will draw in a lot of air. This door goes from opening an inch to all the way, and it is heated as well so that it won't freeze up in the wintertime.
Oh, I did not know that.
That's step one, is fresh air intake.
Yeah, so is this...
That's outside air temperature probe.
Okay, all right.
So that's how it knows what the temperature is outside.
Okay, cool.
Those louvers up there, that is, the air outlet, because when it draws in air, obviously other air needs to go somewhere. In this building, it actually will kind of run at a slight positive pressure.
Okay. right.
So now we'll go in the control room.
Okay, so we are in the control room. It's a very small area here, and I'm going to have Shane explain what this panel does.
So this control panel, so this is where everything is controlled from. And you know, the main thing on here, or the main thing we're trying to control is temperature. So you know, we shoot for 38 degrees or so in storage. They keep better, they keep longer. So as you can see, the air in the plenum right now is 38.1 degrees, and the outside air is 35.7. So that's why the fresh air door is closed, because it does not want that air to make its set point temperature. And you know, the return air is 38.7. So you know, the air is actually warmer coming back just from doing its circulation. And also can control, we only have one humidifier, so that's on auto currently, and the two fans that you'll see in there, those are also on auto, so they will speed up or slow down depending on what this is telling it to do. You can run them on manual, but obviously for proper storage conditions we keep it on auto and let it do its thing. And there is fans that run off these frequency drives here, and that's how you know they're able to control their speed, running at 25 hertz right now, so roughly a little bit under half, under 50% speed. So the inside of the fresh air intake, and you know, you can see the heater there. There is a long electric actuator there, and that's what opens the door. So this square here is the return air opening. So as this door opens more to draw air from the outside, it blocks the air returning to kind of mix it, so to speak.
Okay. All right. So this is the backside of the fans. Anything you want to say about this?
2 fans, 7.5 horse, 5 horse.
Okay. I like these cages.
Yes.
Nice safety feature. All right. Why don't you go ahead and go through there, and we'll follow you.
So the other side of the fans, nothing really spectacular there. But this is the humidicell, so this is what the humidifier is. It is like a cardboard
Corrugated.
Cardboard something that
Looks like a filter, but obviously it's not a filter.
on the other side you'll see more about how the water part of it works, but essentially water runs down this, those fans blow air through there, and that's what we use for a humidifier. And in this building over here, I've never showed you this before, but
Okay.
there is this door here. So sometimes, or you know, some people gas potatoes in storage to keep them from sprouting.
Okay, so it's like an aerosol sprout nip. That's what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and those are bad for humidicells.
Okay.
So if you are gassing, you cover this with plastic, and then you take these screws out, and
So this is a trap door.
yeah,
kind of
this
thing.
opens up for an airway, and the
Okay.
air goes and does its thing and does not go through.
And
the
it goes
humidicell.
around. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is good to know.
Yeah, it's a lot of neat features.
Yeah. So we do not use that type of sprout inhibitor. We don't gas our potato storage buildings.
So this is kind of pretty simple. It's just a sump pump right there, which pumps water up the tube, and it cascades down here. And as the air blows through, that's what acts as a humidifier.
All right.
Do we want to go upstairs too?
Yeah, we'll go upstairs. So I'm going to show you guys up close what this looks like. You can kind of see the moisture in between these little cells. And Just a regular old pump here. And as far as this humidicell goes, as soon as you guys start putting potatoes in storage, this gets turned on, correct?
Generally.
Generally, okay. All right, so we're gonna go upstairs here. I like to call this the place where we put things that we don't really want, but we don't want to throw away.
The place where we put things that we're not going to use, but we don't want to throw away.
There we go. That's what it is. Okay, so we're going to follow Shane up here. All right, so this is the other side of the pile here. So actually this is where, the last place where we put potatoes in. There's the door where we loaded everything in with that bin piler. And this is the top view of what's left. It does not look like that much, but it is quite a bit.
And so there is those louvers that we saw outside where the air goes out, and that's a honeycomb of black plastic, which is another neat feature because sunlight turns potatoes green. So that honeycomb is deep enough that it prevents the sunlight from coming in through there, but will still provide airflow, because if that wasn't there, these potatoes here would be all green from the sunlight.
Interesting. I did not know that. Cool.
And
another thing I just wanted to show you guys, see how these bulkheads are working? You can see that they're perfectly straight. There's nothing bowing out. And then on the lower portion, just like the place where we started unloading them, the 4 or 5 on the bottom are offset so that those can be removed easily. Okay.
And there is the temperature probe for the return air.
Okay.
And this is the opening for the return air seen from the top.
All right. So that's this part of it. Get the door behind me. All right, so this is one of the culverts from the inside here.
Yeah, a lot of people were curious about the culverts and the finer points, so, this flashlight is really convenient with the light and the pointer, so I can show you. There's the holes that go all the way down. And if you look, the culverts, they're actually squished down from the weight of the potatoes. They're not necessarily round anymore. And so that goes all the way to the other end of the building. And the air will go through the humidicell, down this plenum, and then down these tubes, through the holes, up through the potato pile, and then go back through that square return.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a minute to thank Olight for sending me a flashlight to try out. So this flashlight is pretty cool. This is the Arcfeld Pro. So this flashlight has 3 features on it that's really cool. So it has your traditional white flashlight that is 1,300 lumens at its max. And then it has a laser pointer. You probably saw Shane using that laser pointer while he was explaining the plenum. And then it also has a UV light. Okay.
And
so I'm sorry.
And there's the plenum temperature probe right there.
Okay.
And, like we were talking about the concrete work, where the culverts are, again.
There's like trenches in here.
Yes, when they poured the concrete in here, they actually put gutters in the concrete. And I mean, these guys do phenomenal concrete work. And those gutters come out here to a central drain. And you can dump a cup of water anywhere in this building and it will end up going out that drain.
Nice. All right, so how many rows of culverts are there?
12.
There's 12 rows, okay. And
So
then
there's 10 full-length ones, which have these trap doors So we'll show you down there, because if we took this culvert out right now, all the potatoes would fall out that hole. So before we remove them, we shut these doors, which are built in, hinges, studs in the concrete to hold them open and shut. And they even went as far as there are two shorter air ducts here because of the humidicell, and there was not enough room to use the same swinging flap design, so they went as far as even building these ones on sliders because there's no room.
Nice.
So they really do a good job.
Who built this building?
Buck.
Buck?
Yeah, out of the county.
So all of these doors right here are the culverts, the air ducts that have already been removed. So that's why these are closed. And then we're gonna go up the stairs here through this door. And this brings us right back into the front. So you can see how that whole back alleyway, is an airflow for the entire storage building. So Shane and Ray are taking these culverts out. We stack them up here, and then you guys will what? You'll take them outside. So you're doing that on Monday? Well, you were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we get a chance, we stack them up outside and store them there.
Okay. All right, and then we also have the bulkheads, stacked up here. And this back door here, you guys don't ever open this for any reasons in storage, do you? For potato storage?
No, it's just there as a emergency backup type thing.
You can see the bulkheads there. So we will take those down, obviously, when this building is emptied, and we will be packing sweet corn in this building. So we missed all that last year. I started this channel like right at the very end. You guys saw us picking a little bit, but I didn't ever actually show you any of the packing process. So I'm really excited to show you guys that this year. But this building works great for that purpose. I mean, so we get to use it as a potato storage for most of the year. And then once the potatoes are out of here, in July, we clean this building from top to bottom. We pressure wash the walls and the floor. And then we will set up our corn packing operation in here. And then it is nice and clean and ready to go for potato storage. We just have to do a little bit of cleanup to get ready for the next crop. As far as the foam goes, like Shane said earlier, that this building does not have any heat in it. The insulation is what helps hold the temperature in here that, the airflow and everything else creates. But it's thick enough to keep everything from freezing.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think you covered everything.
Okay. Yeah. So I hope that answers a lot of questions that you guys had about the potato storage.